Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to The Witcher Wild Hunt for a continuation of our relaxed playthrough. Good evening, I hope your weekend is going well. We're back this evening for 2 hours as we continue with Geralt de Riviere and his quest to find Ciri. In the last stream, if you missed it last Saturday evening, we stumbled upon a quest we weren't expecting to do. We also helped Yennefer with a djinn and changing our last wish. It was interesting. But that was last weekend's stream, last Saturday evening. This evening we are hoping to, we need to move to the next area, which is actually Kaer Morhen. But we've been doing all the missions that are below the level of the current main story mission, which is the way we play this as we started with, and that's the way I've continued doing so. I will say straight away this evening, it is very, very hot where I am in the UK. Extremely hot. So you may need to bear with me a little bit. But yeah, we also stumbled across a mission we weren't expecting to do. We went to an area to sell some weapons in Skellige, where we still are, and actually came across a mission out of the blue where we were watching the new king or queen be crowned. And yes, we know who was crowned in the end. People died. We lost the mission because the people who died in the banquet hall meant we hadn't done a mission before it happened, so we lost the mission because of it. Doesn't affect the story or anything like that, it just means the side mission now is unavailable because of it. I think it's classed as failed, because we couldn't go and do it. Let me just check sound. Yeah, I think it comes up as a failed mission rather than anything else, and this is the risk. Because it's a relaxed playthrough, we're trying to do every mission we can that's under the main story level, then we do the main story to a point, and then we do everything underneath again. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. And that's been our style all the way through this. Obviously, it runs its risks. A lot of people play The Witcher and follow a guide, so they make sure they don't miss anything. But to me, it's just not enjoyable that way. So there is going to be missions we're going to miss, we're going to fail. And we have failed a few, to be fair, because we didn't do what we needed to do in the mission beforehand. But that is by the by. Okay, we continue on. We'll have a look at missions when we get in and see how many more we need to do before we leave Skellige and head to Kaer Morhen. I'm looking forward to going there. We're going to be over leveled the main story by then because of all the other stuff we've done. But it is what it is. I like playing this way because then you kind of know you've done everything in an area to a point, and then you can move on, and then you can come back later. So let's go and see where we're at. We're going to get a quick catch up with the main story, and then we'll crack on.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Good evening, Crazy Irishman, how are you? I wouldn't say I've relaxed for the last few days, to be fair. I don't really relax. Yesterday, we had a new area installed and all this, so that's why we didn't stream, but I got some load of editing done. Yeah, I wouldn't say we've relaxed, to be fair. But I hope your weekend is going well, Crazy Irishman. Is it hot where you are? It is very hot where I am at the minute. So this was a mission we had actually selected for us to do at the end of the last stream. The Hallowed Horn. It's the lowest level mission in Skellige that's below the main story, level 12. We'd actually got this previously. We found this horn ages ago. And we just need to bring the stolen horn back to Matthias after reading the journal that we found in a chest with the horn. We just happened upon this horn. I don't know if this mission is going to lead to anything else. It may do, as some of the missions do. But maybe we hand the horn over, mission done, happy days, see you later. That happens as well. Main story level, so we know where we're looking. Ugly Baby is level 19, as you just had to catch up with the story. So we're looking for anything under level 19 is what we're doing before we leave Skellige. So Master of the Arena. That's no rush. That's to collect some take winnings from the arena after helping them exercise the ghost that was there. Quite a fun quest, to be fair, but I'm in no rush to collect money. That kind of thing I'm in no rush for. What else have we got? Blackpool Pearl, sorry. I'm pretty sure is in Skellige. It's multiple locations. This was someone we met in Novigrad. I'm not sure. But journey to the Black Pearl Beds of Skellige by himself, so you hired a Witcher twist. Maybe we should do that sooner rather than later. I'm not sure on that one. Following the thread again, that's something we probably do need to do sooner rather than later. I'm not sure where Pharaoh is. In fact, let's check. Pharaoh's here. So Pharaoh is actually in Skellige. So maybe we should head there. We have been to one town there. That's something we may do then sooner rather than later. Actually then, as we know that's here. What else have we got? We'll have a look at that one possibly as well. I do want to move on to Kaer Morhen sooner rather than later as well. That's the big thing. Okay, so we can't do this one yet because Triss has disappeared. We have to wait for them to come back. That one, again, we gained one of these and haven't done the others, but it is one of those things. The wife had you out in the heat, mowing the back garden, trimming. Actually, it's safe. I bet that must have been bad in the heat to do that kind of stuff. Second ship we need to find. Now, which contracts? We have a couple of these we do need to do as well. We've got the Maire de Blen. I've pronounced that wrong for several streams running now, and I apologise. But we need to do that before we leave, and the Strange Beast. I think that is it. Oh, here comes the Groom, potentially. So 3 Witcher contracts. Ignore that one, that's collecting money again. Again, we're not that fussed. Treasure hunts, we do need to do those at some point, especially because we're going to be over... That gear now is pointless to us until it's enhanced. So we've got 3 Witcher contracts. So what we should do, Hallowed Horn, then we'll do the 3 Witcher contracts, see how we're looking for time, and then we'll think about Kaer Morhen or the other 2 missions we just mentioned. I do want to go there sooner rather than later, but I also want to follow the pattern we've followed all the way through this so far. So I think that's the important thing. So we need to bring the Stolen Horn back to Matthias. He is all the way down here. This was actually the town where we were kept prisoner for a little while, to be fair. How have we got a fast travel point? Kind of. So this is where the celebration was for the new King Queen. Without me giving it away who it is, although you all know if you watch. Druid's Camp is probably the closest. I think if we head there, that's probably the best. We're going to leave them all celebrating, as we have got stuff we want to be doing. You can hear them all celebrating. So that's actually the song. The music, I'll be quiet for a second. The music you can hear. Oh, we've got a fast travel point here. The music you can hear is the music that plays when you play Gwent. Hopefully you guys can hear that. But yeah, that's the music that plays whenever you play Gwent. We're not stealing. I just wanted to see what was in it. Anyway, okay. I can get sidetracked so easily. Right, we actually have a fast travel point here, so we're not going to go where I'd marked up, as there's no need. Fast travel point's there, isn't it? Okay. So let me take my mark off the map, because that'll annoy me otherwise. And then we'll fast travel to where we need to give this horn. I've got a feeling, we hand the horn in, it could lead to something else. It may not lead directly to end of mission. There's always an opportunity for it not to. But we won't know that until we do it. So we're heading here, which we may as well go to here and go from there. 22 degrees at the moment. Wow. Thunder and lightning for tomorrow. Yeah, I saw the weather warning. It's meant to be like this all weekend, isn't it? To be honest. Gear wise, we always try to show people what gear we've got at the start of the stream, and I forgot. These need to go in our box. I'm pretty sure they need to go in our box. I think that's for selling. Anything that's really low level generally tells me we've took it out of our box because we've got more than one. So yeah, some of these need to be kept, some need selling. I need to double check which ones. We finally gave up our axe in the last stream that had not the frost damage. We've had an axe for ages that had I can't remember what the damage was now. Critical, it wasn't critical hit, was it? It had amazing damage anyway for arm. I think it was through armor piercing was plus 100 or something ridiculous, and because of that we've not been able to change it for ages. Whereas now we could do better weapons, to be fair. The Digger is current silver sword, and we've got the Velen axe currently. And we've got some stuff to get rid of as soon as we get a chance. Right, let's go and hand this horn in. I've talked enough. Let's go and hand this horn in. I want to try and get away from Skellige today if we can. I think the last few streams we've meant to get out of Skellige, but then we haven't managed to do enough of the missions to be able to leave. But I want to move the story on. It's been a while. There's always so much to do, and we keep bumping into missions here, there, and everywhere as well. You know, you travel somewhere, and on the way you find a mission that pops up on the map, and like, oh, we'll have a look at that then while we're here. It's so easy to get distracted. We also, I don't know if it was the last stream we did or the stream before, we dealt with the werewolf Morhag, something like that. We dealt with that one as well. That's done. He made the decision easy for us by the end, to be honest. After, especially what he said after we helped him. But right, let's go and bring the horn to Matthias. Although that's locked. Wait, are you Matthias? He is. Okay.
Greetings, traveller.
He's a nice, friendly bloke, isn't he?
Got back your stolen horn, and I killed the thieves.
Shame that. They weren't evil men.
Didn't give me a choice. Where's my reward?
Take it. And next time, slay some damn monsters.
He doesn't seem too pleased. So that is the Hallowed Horn quest done. It was a case of just handing the horn back. I kind of thought there was going to be a bit more to it, to be fair. We got 1 XP for that. It was something we'd just happened upon. This chest of a horn and a journal. Thieves stole this horn. We found the horn. We've returned it. Does he say anything else? No, that's it. He didn't seem too pleased that we killed the people who stole it, to be fair. But what's done is done. So what I think... Let's do the 3 Witcher contracts that are below the main story level. We'll do the lowest first, I think, which is the 16. Strange Beast. Where are we heading? Oh, okay, that's a little way away. We have been there, hence why I've got loads of fast travel points there. I'm pretty sure we were here. We discovered this mission passing through to do something else. So it should be fairly simple. We'll head to Larvik and head out from there. I need, obviously the fast travel point for me will be south, by the looks of things.
Move.
Is that the way, or is it the left turn? No, it's the left turn. I knew I was going to go wrong. This one over here.
This one's really funny.
Follow this one down to the water. We'll do the fast travel from there across to the island. And then we'll see what we're going against this time. This could be anything, to be fair. Strange Beast. Doesn't give us much clue, does it? All we know that people are ambushed on the road, if I remember correctly. In fact, it could tell us a little bit in the quest log. I always forget that the quest log does tell us. On the Isle of Hindersval, not far from the village known as Larvik, Gelt spied some monster tracks. When there's a monster, there's work for a witcher. And when there's work for a witcher, there's coin to be made. So we actually haven't been given this contract. We actually happened upon it. And because of that, we took it upon ourselves to investigate. That's the plan. Evening, Elvis. How are you today? We do need to sell some stuff at some point. We've got about 100 space. We've got about 100 weight left before we've got we haven't got enough weight to carry anything. We should be okay, I think. Someone stole your things, but you want it back without us killing anyone when they attack you. I know. Well, I remember them. They were the ones that we happened upon. They had the horn, and yeah, they attacked us first. Which is just one of those unfortunate things. You attack a witcher. What do you expect to happen? Right. Whilst we're here, there is a blacksmith. So let's sell this gear we've got just to free up some weight as well.
How can I be of service? In times like these,
we'll actually fix all our stuff at the same time. See what he's got first. We'll sell. I'm trying to remember what we actually put in to sell and what we put into chuck in our chest when we got there. I think Dive when we've just swapped out, so we'll keep that. I always keep one of each named weapon. It's one of those weird things that I can't do. I can't get rid of anything Witcher based or anything named. I have to keep. So I'm going to keep both of those two for the time being. I've got a feeling we're due to sell that one. But it's 500. We'll sell it. 558 crowns. He's going to have no money left in a minute. That's definitely one we're due to sell. The Silverton sword, that can go. He's definitely running out of money very quickly. I'm not too bad, thank you. It's not too bad at all. Very hot at the minute in the UK. Oh, he hasn't got enough money. There's always the chance. Death from above. That's the name of the crossbow. We actually have a crossbow that's got a name. Death from above. I need to check if that's better than the crossbow we're using, to be fair. Okay, we took all his money. We've got 3,000 to spend. He hasn't really got anything decent. That's going to help us, really. Same as our current one. That's the same 150 armor difference. So the Igni side intensity would be good because we use Igni a lot. And resistance to burning's quite high. Oh no, that's the one I've got equipped. That's what I'm looking at going, hang on, no, that's the one I've got equipped, that's why it costs 0. We're not changing it because it's got the Igni side intensity. Everything else he actually wants to sell, we're too low level for, to be fair. Oh, boots. So they're better than what we're wearing. We've got assassin boots currently. We're going to lose all our resistances though. For only a 6 gain in armor. It's not worth it to lose the percentages. For only a 6 gain, I don't feel. What are they? Oh, actually. Mountain folk boosts. We lose 1% of our slashing damage. But we gain 25% resistance to poisoning and resistance to damage from monsters. That's probably worth it, to be fair. I like the idea of that. Okay, let's do that then. I don't mind spending some money occasionally on new stuff. When we've got lots of money to spend, to be fair. We don't buy very much. So I don't mind spending it occasionally. What else have we got here? Anything decent? Level 36 boots, 30 boots. Not worried about those. Crafting materials, okay. I'm pretty sure we can't craft anything. What is it? It's an amateur armor. We did try an amateur armor in the last stream, I'm pretty sure. And we couldn't craft anything because it's such a low level. It's not too hot here in Latvia. Very dry, no rain here. Oh, really? Oh, wow. After the heat today. Yeah, that's never good when you're out in that kind of heat. Okay, do we need to repair our stuff? We'll repair all the equipped as well. So that's done. We did learn about dismantling as well. And dismantling. So he's got some money again now, so let's sell those. And we'll sell that as well. I think that's kind of it. I don't want to sell anything else. We got rid of what we needed to. I think we're good. Right. So we'll quickly put our new boots on. Sell our old boots, because we're here, might as well while we're here. And we've gained a lot more weight as well, so put those on. Our assassin boots were okay, but is that better than our current one? Oh, it's the same. Apart from it's got extra bonuses. It loses 9% attack power, gains an adrenaline point, 1%, and 5% bonus experience. I mean, we don't really need the bonus experience really, considering we're over leveled, but only because we're doing everything as we go. It's a lower level. It's a lower level crossbow as well. So you're level 13 compared to our level 18 that we're using. I think we'll keep the attack. I like the name. I'll put it in our box. I'll put everything in our box. Right, we'll quickly sell the boots. How much? Although it tells us how much they're worth, they're never worth that much. It's only worth 98. They're not worth that much anyway.
How can I be of service? In times like these, don't pay to save coins.
Boys and Evil 7 Gold Edition for them, has they? Nice. Are you into all the Resident Evil games and Elvis? I think you've said you are before, to be fair. I do forget. I apologise if you have said before and I've forgotten. There we go. So it was worth 80 something. It's worth 34 to sell. It's never worth what it says. What is that? It's got a green glow. I wonder what it was. It's a Greater Morana runestone upgrade. Right, we're done. Let's crack on. I can spend ages going through stuff at shops if I'm not careful. We need to enhance our gear while we're here. Where's the wheel? Days. And we are heading... From here, we're heading straight down the pathway to where the ambush site was. Now, we have been trying to pick up some materials for actually doing potions and things that I keep forgetting about. And I think it's just something I don't really have in my playstyle to a degree. So I just forget about them and then don't. But I want to utilise them a little bit more So I'm trying to walk a little bit, just so we get some more ingredients along the way. I say that as I'm missing all the ingredients we're walking past, to be fair. Big Resident Evil fan. Haven't played enough games, strangely enough. Oh, you've done so. Oh, okay. So you haven't played the earlier ones then? Okay. So I vaguely remember us happening upon this, to be fair. So this is the ambush site. We'd already examined the body, but let's have another look.
Something really did tear him to pieces.
There's obviously something else to look at. There we go.
Looks like blood, but... Red clay. Necker warriors use this clay to mark their position in the pack. Creature leading the Neckers is sentient. Gotta be capable of setting primitive traps, at least.
Okay. To gain some experience points for that. We've got a bestiary entry. Oh. It's nice when you get a bestiary entry, because then it helps you figure out what you're going against. So let's have a quick look what it was. Sentient, he called them, didn't he? Yeah, I've met some decent insects recently as well. They were always good funs to fight. There we go. Hag Goodman. Your average Necker is cowardly and weak and only attacks in groups. Even then, only when the group greatly outnumbers its opponents. Yet at times there will appear among them an individual who towers over the rest in terms of strength, stamina and cunning. Such Neckers are usually called warriors, though the name is misleading. Warriors fight with honour face to face. These overgrown Neckers act more like assassins. They strike by surprise from hiding in the back or when their opponent exposes themselves while attacking. Luckily, like other Necker, warriors are vulnerable to all the signs and the blows can be easily parried or countered, so not difficult to kill. Northern Wind bombs are good against them, and Ogroid oil is good to use as well. Have we got Ogroid oil? Necrophage, Spectre, Insectoid, Vampire, Cursed, Beast oil, Ogroid oil. We have got it if we want to apply it to a sword. I've got a feeling we won't need it, mainly because we are a little bit over leveled for the quest. Only because of all the others we've done. Right, we're looking for another clue, essentially. Zeno, you are one of a kind. Thank you very much. I appreciate that massively. Thank you, Zeno. I hope you're really well as well. So how come you've only played 7 and 8 then, Elvis? What's the reason? Is it the first two you've played or the only two you've enjoyed, or is there a reason for it?
Not much left. Beast must have dragged the shredded body to the woods.
Okay, they've dragged it. So we've got. I'm guessing we're following the tracks. There you go. Follow the tracks of blood, and hopefully we find the Necker that's in charge. And is it going to be the heartbeat we can see over there? I wonder. Or is it a cave? Oh, it's a cave. Okay.
Found a good place for their nest.
Okay, we're going into the cave, which should be their nest. This will be interesting, I'm sure. I'm kind of in... I think I might have... Do I put the oil on? No, actually, no, let's not put the oil on. Why does that look like poison to me? Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, this could get hairy. Yeah, so that's poison then. There you go. That's how you get rid of poison. Burn it. I will chuck some food on, or some water. Okay, I'm always looking around in things like this, because you never... Oh, okay, I got a bit too close there as we fly backwards. In case there's stuff to pick up when you're in caves like this. Wasn't in game until 2017, bought your first console. Oh, okay. Can hear something. Oh! I wasn't expecting the second one to attack. Well, we've dealt with two.
Seems the Neckers have developed an immunity to the toxin. Now the poison protects their nest. Clever.
Ah, first time then we're seeing that, the way they're using poison to protect their nest. Expecting a big fight in a minute.
Finally, the main nest.
So it's weird how Geralt kind of seems to enjoy these big moments, you know, main nest, get in, we get to kill some stuff. It's quite interesting how he says it. Working on some new music at the moment. Nice! So you've not been enjoying the lovely weather. To be fair, I'm more of a winter person, personally. I like the winter. Never been a fan of summer. Neckers everywhere. Okay. Stab and parry where we can. The main thing with these is not... Oh, wrong button. Is not to be overwhelmed. I think that's the important thing with Neckers. They will have the strength in numbers, and we just need to not be overwhelmed. Oh. We got a cutscene. Oh, because of that. The Chief Necker.
Guess I got company.
I was picking all the stuff off the floor. Like anything, fire is good against everything and everything. Oh, more Neckers. Right, this is where we need to be careful. If we get overwhelmed, we could be in a bit of trouble. Gonna dig underneath again, isn't it? Right, more Neckers. Oh. Trying to dodge. Right, where is he? Even more. I think we're doing okay. Obviously, we are a little bit over leveled compared to these Neckers, so their damage is really small, to be fair. This is the downside to doing every mission you possibly find, because when you come across these lower ones, although that did some damage, they don't really hit as hard as they should. But I think we beat it. Collect a trophy from the Necker Warrior. Okay, we'll collect a trophy, we'll pick everything up as well. Oh, we got a relic, Divine. I'm guessing the sword's going to be no good to us, to be fair. And we've got the Necker Warrior trophy as well. The heat turns you into a right grouchy Scotsman. That's never a good thing, Xeno. That is never a good thing. Find the rain. Rain, do you know what? The most relaxed I've ever been, a long time ago now, but was to stand outside in a massive thunderstorm. Close your eyes and just stand there. It is the most relaxing thing in the world. Okay. We'll have a quick check around to see if there's anything else here to pick up after getting all the loot off the bodies. I think that's everything. Right, is there any hidden chests? We need to have a look at the weapon we just got as well. I guarantee it's no good for us, mainly because of what level we are compared to these. But as I say, that is the downside of doing everything as you come across it, and making sure you clear things before you leave. So, we got a sword called Divine, didn't we? This one here. So, it's actually not that bad. It's a level 21. So, if we'd done this mission, I think it's a level 14 mission or something. If we'd done it at level 14, we'd have gained the sword and not been able to use it for quite a while. The armor piercing's pretty good. But yeah, it's a little bit less than our current Velen axe, unfortunately. So that will go in our box, along with all the other named goodies. We are slowly, well, we're fully healed again now anyway. But that is contract, well, nearly done. We've actually got to go and find the person who issued the contract, but we didn't know about the contract because we happened upon it. So I'm not sure who we need to go and collect the money from. I was trying not to get blown up again that time. Definitely nothing else. Can't even more Neckers in there. I've just cleared them all out. Okay, I'm guessing we can get out the way we came in. I'm hoping we can. Yeah, we're all good. Right, we'll have a quick look on the map and see where we need to go to collect the contract rewards. That is nearby. That's okay then. It's actually where the blacksmith is by looks of things. So we'll head back there, collect our rewards, and then we'll have a look at the next Witcher contract that's below the main story level that we need to clear. I think when we decided tonight we had the Horn to do, which we've finished already, and 3 Witcher contracts that are below the main story level, which is what we're doing before we do anything else. So, and then in theory, after the 3 Witcher contracts, we can leave and move the main story on. It's been a while since we last moved the main story on. So it might be worth doing sooner rather than later. So we may do that with 2 more of these to go. Okay, this is the guy that set the contract. 4 Leaf. Let's speak to him and say, job's done. When you sleep, you play sleep sounds. Thunderstorm. Ah, nice.
Greetings.
Manchester City, oh, they won today. I hadn't actually. At last I saw it was 0-0 and De Bruyne got hurt. That was the last I'd seen, to be fair.
Ain't no one else gonna hunt
So
that
an English
beast.
team wins it again.
But I showed 'em.
It's the first time they've ever won it, isn't it, as well?
Killed the beast that was troubling you.
Merciful.
In some ways, I'm happy they won it as an English
Orson's
team,
finally dead.
but not the biggest fan of
Now,
Manchester City, to be
Tell
fair.
us, was it a tough fight? Got any wounds need dressing?
No, I'll be alright.
Definitely not.
Nothing new to the likes
Sneezed
of
in
you.
his hand and offered to
Hard
dress
work
our
and
wounds.
butchering. All right, your reward.
Kinda don't think so.
This here's for you.
The annoying thing with not picking the contract
Thanks.
up beforehand,
So long.
before happening upon it, is we couldn't negotiate our price. Unfortunately. But that is job done, then that's another quest out the way. 2 more Witcher quests to go before we leave our Skellige and head to Kaer Morhen. So let's have a look at what's next. We've got level 18, and what's the other one? Level 19, isn't it? So we'll do 18 first, then the 19, and then we can continue main story. So where are we going for this one? All the way back over here. And we've got to speak to witnesses of a drowner attack. There's 2 witnesses in Caltroda Harbour. We picked this mission ages ago, to be fair. I think it was off a notice board. My team is Liverpool, Elvis. I support Liverpool. How about yourself? The sea is an endless source of riches. The village at the foot of Caltroda, for example, found itself plagued with particularly aggressive drowners. The local shipbuilder promised Geralt a reward if he could solve this problem for them. Geralt, for whom killing drowners was as simple and effortless as relieving his bladder, certainly was in for some easy coin. That tells me this isn't going to be that simple. That's where we're heading. We are right next to our fast travel points. That's nice and simple for us. So Caltroda, back across again. The nice thing about Skellige, once you've looked around a little bit, you've got a lot of fast travel points, and it makes life so much simpler for getting around. Used to put rain sound effects at a low level in the mix of old tracks. Oh, okay, that's quite cool. I like that. PSG and Manchester. Oh, nice. What do you think to Messi leaving? Okay, we've got to talk to the witnesses of the drowner attacks. There's a witness here. Boatwright's apprentice.
Right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf.
Once we've left our Skellige, we will be back in the future. There's missions everywhere to go back and do. So we'll be back anyway. Definitely not the end.
It'll be a good haul.
It was never into football. The whole family love it. Ah, okay. It's not for everyone, admittedly, and I think it's the same for every sport. I'm quite well-rounded when it comes to sports, I would say.
Called after him once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse.
I thought he was going to the Saudi League, to be fair, for a payday. Not that he needs it.
Must have had Freer watching over me.
Although saying that,
monsters had eaten their fill.
he's only going into Miami because of the 2 sponsorship deals as well, isn't he? Okay, so that we've got some information there. There is another witness to speak to. It did pop up and say we could head to the right place now, I think. Before we head off to where it's telling us, which is over here, we're going to speak to the other witness. So that guy was lucky to survive, according to that. We'll talk to the other witness as well. No. Oh, it's this person here, the Skellige woman.
You, Tove. I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right.
Not for a fan after the Ireland versus England game.
And now me man.
Yes, David Beckham does own Inter Miami. He owns a portion of it anyway.
Our son. He went out fishing and didn't come back. My man.
England Ireland game. I don't know what game that was, Crazy Arsenal fans. Did also enjoy Pro Evolution Soccer. Oh, I remember Pro Evo back in the day. I was more FIFA over Pro Evo, I would have said, though. Nowadays, FIFA just bores me after a couple of seasons because it just gets too easy.
One night, he didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed
But I've not played FIFA in years. I don't know how much it's changed now. And Pro Evo's gone free to play, hasn't it? We did try it when it first released, and it was horrendous. I think I've got a video on it on the channel somewhere, I think.
But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Okay. We're going to end the problem. She lost her husband to these drowners, and we now need to go and deal with them. So, we're heading just down the coast, to be fair. I think we can go there by foot. I was thinking boat, but I don't think we need to, because they will fight on land. So I think... Again, I was going to call our horse in, but I'm not going to... good old Roach to join us, but actually... See if we can pick some flowers along the way. And I tend to find, if you go by foot, you find things. That's one of the reasons why I don't, in most games on the channel, you'll find I don't generally ride that much or drive to places that much in games where you can drive. Obviously a car here would be a bit out of place. But it's because you tend to find things you wouldn't necessarily see if you're rushing there on a horse. That's why I tend to enjoy walking to places better. Although that is a steep drop that I didn't see till the last minute. Yeah, that was a steeper drop than I was expecting. Good job I wasn't on Roach, because I would have just rode over the top of that cliff. And that could have ended badly for everyone. Okay, these look to be the drowners. Investigate the place where the drowners were seen. I don't need to investigate, I can see them, strangely. You own FIFA 22, it's oh really? When England fans threw benches down onto their own fan. I don't remember that at all, Crazy Irishman, to be fair. Last FIFA was 2005. Wow. Last good FIFA was 2013. Wow. Yeah, I've not played in a long time. I think I did play one a little while ago because my boy wanted to try it out, and I think I got it off a mate. And we played a bit, the two of us, but not only the two of us against each other kind of thing. But yeah, I just get bored of it too quickly. Okay, well, we've taken care of them two drowners at the very least. There will be more, I'm sure. They're just guarding the flock. They were actually drowned dead, right. We're looking for victims and things here.
That stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby.
Okay, the lair of the drowners is nearby, so we've got to find it following the smell. Which you can just see now with the Witcher sense on. Hopefully there's some good loot in here, to be fair. What's this? Oh, there's a chest here, though. I'll take that. Strybog Runestone, Journeyman's Weapon Repair Kit, Feistan Armour, Superior Petri's Filter, Lesser Glyph, Barnard Breastplate. We'll have to have a look at what level that is. White Wolf Hide, and some florins. That's not too bad, to be fair. Have a quick check on the armour. Heavy armour. I don't like heavy armour. Never been a fan. According to that, it's worth 1,105 crowns. It won't be worth that. Vitality is a good boost, to be fair. Resistance to piercing damage, a little bit of a boost to what we'll be wearing now. Bludgeoning. Yeah, for the loss in armour, I don't think it's worth it. Plus, it's heavy, and heavy slows us down. So I don't think that's worth it. Okay. Where was the smell going? I lost track of the smell. Right, there's the smell. Let's follow the smell again. In 2005, 2004, you can make your own character and blatantly max out the stats. I think you still can. I think you can still make your own character and do a player career, I think it is. Yeah, I still think that's a thing. Right, we diving. There's a load of stuff underwater there. I think we're going to have to go for a swim, aren't we? Right, so underwater we can only use our crossbow. But I think that's all we need to do. Because there's a load of drowners down there, I think. Or is it? No, the smell's actually taking us this way. Maybe it's not them. I thought them beneath us would be what we were going to fight, but I don't think they are. I say that now. Smells there still. We're going to have to dive down. There's obviously something below us, I think. Let's go down and have a look. Yeah, that will be the nest then. The only downside is I need to hope there's an air pocket. We're not going to survive very long, are we? I'm now getting a bit worried about air. Come on, let there be an air pocket. There is going to be an air pocket. That is one just there, luckily for us. Thought we were going to be in trouble then for a minute. Okay, we're deep inside the Drowner's Nest now. Following the footprints.
That stench again. Slime and rotting flesh.
Okay. Drowner brains, a dead drowner. Oh, there's a bit of poison here again as well. I'm not making the mistake of exploding it right in front of her face this time.
More drowners.
More drowners, more drowned dead. If I can get it. Oh, they've all gone underwater. I was going to say, I was going to try and make them blow up. Like that. I didn't mean to do ourselves at the same time. Yeah, I'm getting a few hits in, annoyingly. But fire is an equaliser, by far. Right, we need to move away a little bit. I was trying not to do that a second time. Right, let's pick all the loot up while we're here. I could do with healing, to be fair, before we meet the actual one we're taking on. We've got to search this using our Witcher senses. There's going to be more here. Is that the poison? So the poison comes back. Okay, that's interesting. We are healing just slowly.
A monster's lair, but definitely not a drowner's. Bruises on his neck, crushed larynx, strangled.
So it's something other than a drowner. This could be interesting. This is going to be something different then. I would like her health to heal a little bit before he gets here. You got to finish Curse of Pharaoh's DLC for Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, no worries, Elvis. Generally easy game. The Pharaoh's bosses are tough. Yes, they are indeed. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. That's the important thing. Right, we got pig.
Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that.
Yeah, drowners don't hide their food. That is definitely weird.
Almost untouched. Hidden for later.
Horse the same.
Drowners just don't do that.
We're gonna fight something completely different here than what I'm not expecting.
Bruises on his neck. Crushed
Strangled
legs.
as well.
Strangled.
There's bodies there as well.
Bruises on his neck.
They've all been strangled.
Larynx.
Okay.
Strangled.
What is it we're about to face? That's the question.
Bits of boats.
That's a hut.
Sails, lines, sailing decor, you could call it. That stench, the marks on the bodies.
Oh, we got a new bestiary entry. Abaya.
Water hag's lair.
We'll have a look. Water hag.
Got a keen sense of smell. She won't come back while I'm here, unless she coexists with drowners. Maybe I could make an extract from their glands, cover up my scent.
Oh, I like the fact he's being a bit sneaky here, to be fair. We need to make a potion using drowner pheromones to hide our scent. I'll have a look at the bestiary first to see what we're up against. A buyer is what it is. I don't know what it comes under. I can never remember what they all come under. A buyer, there we go. The Baby locale trolled I can't say that word at all. Pernicious reputation? Fishermen who chose to cast the nets in its waters would never come home again. A water hag made her lair in the caves beneath the cliffs of Kurag, an old and experienced water hag with powerful claws able to demolish any attempt to block parry. Okay, we can't block and we can't parry. And the ability to blind opponents from a distance, then strike for a lightning quick counterattack. Signs will be needed to best her, Yerden to slow her, and Quen to protect from her blows. Needed most of all, however, will be a great deal of luck. Okay, so we can use the Necrophage oil, which I'm going to put on. I'm not too worried about the signs. Igni will be my go-to as always, to be fair. Let's make an alchemy. Then we need to make this hag concoction. I don't know what it comes under. Drowner pheromones. There we go. Luckily, we've got enough ingredients to make this, to be fair. How do you know when you love someone? That's the question and a half, Elvis. I would say it's when you're apart, you're always thinking about them. When when they're in the when they walk into a room, you want to speak to them. It's that kind of can't get enough. In some ways, can't get enough, but also want my own peace and quiet to myself, please. At the same time, but it's I suppose in a way it's different for everyone. Everyone has their own definition, meaning, how they feel. I suppose for me and my other half, I suppose it's I just wouldn't be without her, to be fair. But I also can't imagine being it without her, if that makes sense. But that is a question and a half. And that's not a bad thing. I do like questions like that. Okay, necrophage, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that's the right one. I need to check. I don't want to waste an oil and put the wrong one on. A buyer. I'm pretty sure it's necrophage oil. There we go. Yes, I was right. I doubted myself. So necrophage oil we're going to put on our sword. Just in case. And we are going to need to swallow Drowner pheromones. I need to equip it there. Okay. I can never remember how to use these. Not that one. I want to use... Okay, I will do it a different way. I can never remember how to use the ones that are to the side there, consumables, to be fair. I want to swap it with the fish. We've only got one set of fish. So we'll swap the Drowner pheromones with the fish. Because at least then I can select that quickly. Okay, so
that should do it.
There we go.
Now for a place to hide and wait behind these boats.
I'm going to hide behind the boats. Is that a chest? I think there's a chest in there we need to go back for in a minute. Football event was in Ireland. No, if I sat down, that's when I stopped liking football. It was a Liverpool fan. John Barnes was playing. Wow. Yeah, that's a while ago. I grew up watching the likes of John Barnes and Ian Rush and players like that. Right, this is it. Water Hag. Need to remember blocking and parrying won't work. So no blocking the Water Hag. It won't make a difference. She's going to pop up as well. She's going to have very strong claws. Set her on fire though does help. Although saying that, I forgot we're over leveled. She's nearly down already. I completely forgot we were quite leveled compared. I think we killed her. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy, but this is the thing sometimes. If you prepare really well, like the oil as well, it doesn't take long to beat them. We've got a new weapon, a Daystar, Water Hag Mutagen, and a Water Hag Trophy. I think we did a good job. Obviously, the oils do make a massive difference, and if you prepare correctly for each fight, most creatures are fairly simple to take down. It's all about preparing first, though. So we can go and hand in the get our reward from the shipbuilder for that. I want to check what this was here. Pretty sure this was a chest. It is a chest. Gorgon's Emerald Dust, Impera Brigade Armor, Superior Devil's Puffball, Gauntlets, Lunar Shards. Couple of decent things, I think, there. What about down here? Another chest. Alderfolk Boots and Hanged Man's Venom. I think we did okay out of this, to be fair. We gained quite a bit of loot. That was not too bad, I don't think. We'll have a quick check on what we just picked up. The Daystar, unfortunately, isn't better than our Velen Axe, so we won't be using that, but it will go in our box of named weapons. And the Gauntlets are actually better. If they weren't heavy armor, we would swap. But since they're heavy armor, I can't swap because heavy armor bugs me. The other thing we can look at is crafting. We did just gain a couple of new recipes. I don't think you can actually... Oh, I can filter. No. I didn't know if you could search that. These boots were the ones we just gained. We aren't high enough. They're level 36. But we now have the ability to craft these from a journeyman armourer when we're level 36. It's heavy armour though, unfortunately. And we did gain something else. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, no, we gained them recently, I think. What else did we gain? There was something else we gained, but I'm not going to remember the name of it, am I? Annoyingly. I don't think it's anything major. Oh, it says there, actually. Emperor Brigade Armor. I forgot that actually tells us there. Emperor Brigade Armor. So it'll be a chest piece. Emperor. There we go. Level 30. Again, it's heavy. Is it heavy armor? Yes, it is. Heavy armor. Again, so something we're not really going to use. But that is one we've gained if we wanted to. Oh, good evening. How are you? The oils are essential for an easy... Oh, absolutely. It's like anything. The more you prepare, less likely to fail. We're always playing this out. It's a relaxed playthrough. We're a long time before we've finished with this, to be fair. Thank you for the like, was much appreciated. Still no new vehicle. Oh, wow. They're still messing you around, then I take it. Yeah, we definitely collected everything on we could see. That was where we hid. So we can get out of here and go and get our reward from the shipbuilder as well now. As that is job done. What was this way? That's the way we came in, actually, wasn't it? Was there anything... I don't know if there's anything around these areas here. Every time I keep blowing myself up. No, there's nothing here, is that? Just double check there's no hidden chest or anything to grab while we're here. I always blow myself up. Is there anything this way? Grab some puffballs. We haven't actually checked this side of the cave. So whilst here, so I'll grab the puffballs. We probably don't need them, to be fair. Florins. The strangest people. They're probably being saved, aren't they, I suppose? Nothing in that. I can't help myself but check everything just in case. Oh, we can get out this way as well. Yeah, it's a different way in and a different way out for us. So we didn't have to swim underwater this time. Right, I don't think we can get up there. So we need to find the nearest way to get on land, and then we can crack on and get the reward. We're heading over there for the reward. I suppose that might be low enough for us to get up. If it is, we can then ride straight to the Cold Trader Harbour. And then we've only got one more to do. So this was a Witcher contract, Mier de Blen. We've just finished. We've got one more Witcher contract, and then we can head to Kaer Morhen. There is other things we can do, but following how we play so far, I think I would say that's it. There's a couple of things that are multi-locations, but I'm not overly worried about them for the minute. I'd like to move the main story on, as we haven't moved on in a while. There we go. There's the beach we're looking for. Okay, we'll quickly, while I remember, take out them pheromones, because I will forget they're there otherwise. Oil. I just had a thought, can you actually take oil off a sword? I don't think you can you? Because I don't really want the oil on there anymore, but I don't think you can take it off. Unless you put a different oil on, potentially. Oh, we can put... I forgot we could put these on our saddle as well and gain extras. Chuck the fish on there. Extra foodstuffs. It's a shipwreck. Let's just see if there's any treasure here. There's a chest. Guarantee it's not good enough for us to use, but at least we could sell it for some more crowns. There's also another chest. Nilfgaardian Guardsman's Gauntlets. We'll have a look at those in a second. If you see a shipwreck, you've got to check the chests. Unwritten rule of the land. Always check. Let's have a quick look at those. Heavy armour. They are better than our current tracker gauntlets. My only issue is the heavy armour. But they are better by 10, and we gain critical hit damage bonus is massive. To be fair, does it matter wearing heavy gloves? Keep everything else light? Probably not. Let's stick them on. They do look good. I like the knuckles more than anything else. Right, let's figure out. We've got to get back to Caltroda. Are we safe enough to ride? Can we go up the hills? That's the question. No point calling Roach if there's hills he won't climb, as there'll be no quicker trying to find ways round. So it looks like a path, to be fair. Although, I don't want to slide all the way down. Around this way, shall we? Yeah, I think we're okay to call Roach. And then we can ride the rest of the way. Then we've got one more Witcher contract. And then in theory we are done here for the time being. Yo. We may actually move on the main story today, which would be incredible. To be fair. Need to be heading that way. Once we find a road, it's not so bad. We're not hunting trophies at all. No, we're not bothering with trophy. Bandit camp. We'll take on the bandits though quickly. They could have some gear for us. We don't worry about trophies. It's why it's a relaxed playthrough. Why does he do that? Wrong weapon. Thank you. Why does he go fisticuffs if a guy's got a different weapon? That's ridiculous. No, because this is a relaxed playthrough, we're not looking at trophies. We're just playing every mission possible. That's just the way we've been playing it from the start. I thought there was something more here. There's one bandit on his own. I was actually looking at the things on the walls. Okay, there's Roach. Go on, Roach, we've got to crack on. How many hours have we put in so far? It might tell me when I save. No, it doesn't tell me, does it? Yeah, it doesn't actually tell me. Or when you load. I couldn't tell you, to be fair. I don't know if there's a way of checking offhand. Quite a few.
Faster.
Although every stream, most of the streams are only 2 hours. So it might seem like a lot of streams, but actually we won't. 2 hours isn't that long, really, with how much there is to do and see. But it's still a long way to go yet. We've got the 2 DLCs to do at some time in the future. We're nowhere near ready to finish the story. And there's lots and lots of quests we haven't done because we're not at the right level yet. So yeah, there's a long way still to go. This is why it's a relaxed Saturday evening chill out stream. Because we know it's going to last a while. And when we are eventually done, we'll think about either Red Dead 2 or something simple like that. There's definitely better protection grades after the gauntlets, definitely. Right, let's collect a reward from Bjorg.
Job's done. Here's the proof.
Now, why would I want to see... What the devil's that?
Water hag. An old, clever one. She was the danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in me life. Morays, lampreys, blobfish.
But yeah, we'll be playing this
Never
for
nothing like
every Saturday for quite a while
Your
yet,
reward.
to be fair.
Well earned, Witcher.
That's the thing when you want to do is everything possible. But yeah, I don't know what he gave us. I deserve more.
Think I deserve more. Water hag's significantly more
But I
dangerous
don't
than
know
prowlers.
how much more there is.
denying it.
There's a lot
The
though.
white coin pouch ain't exactly bottomless.
Neither is the sea. Plenty more filth ready to crawl up from its bottom. Might need my services again.
I don't normally ask for more
I
money.
won't stick my neck
but I
out for
thought it
those
was
who
there as an
skimp on
option.
the reward.
Extorting protection coin, eh? Take it. Take all I got. And choking at you.
Downside to that is we've took more money out of him. The downside is we might find out later that went against him and something happened to him because we took all his money. So there's unforeseen consequences to everything. So we need to remember Bjorg's name, and at some point, it could be ages away from here, we may find out, well, because we took his money, he fell onto hard times potentially. So that could be interesting. Right, we've got one more Witcher contract to do before we can move on to Ugly Baby. Because it's lower than the main, it's the same level as the main story. So we picked this up in a village on Spike Roog. It was Clan Brockvar's village. And it's a search and rescue. Kevin, The man offering the bounty claimed the missing man developed cold feet and fled from his betrothed. Yet the woman herself, Britt, insisted her lover had been snatched away by a creature. So that's where we're heading next. Where do we need to go for that? Over here. So it's in the village we've been to. I'm assuming it's going to be something on this island is what we're looking for. We've got a fast travel point literally behind us. We've got a decent amount of money on us. I really should buy stuff more often, I think. But let's head across. I want to put stuff in our box, but I'll hold off till after this is done. We'll do this mission first. We'll put stuff in the box, and then we're going to head potentially to Kaer Morhen. That's the plan. As I say, there is other missions we possibly could do before Kaer Morhen. The ones that are multi-place ones, potentially. Is that a blacksmith? It is a blacksmith, but he's not here, so I don't have to sell to him. Okay, let's go and see the person who set the contract, see what we've got to deal with, and then go from there. Not too far away, to be fair. I said it before, because we don't steal from anyone, we could miss out on some rewards. So playing every mission does help with that. We should be absolutely fine, but there is a chance we'll miss out on bits and pieces. We have got the Griffin armor to find as well. We actually have the missions for that. Treasure hunt missions. We need to do at some point as well. And that's actually back in Velen, I believe. Right, let's speak to Kevin.
See you're not from round here. What's brought ye to Speaker Rug?
Speaker Rug. I said Spiker Rug, didn't I?
Heard you've got a job for a witcher.
Aye. My sister's near drilled a hole in me, gut pestering me. I hung a notice, hoping she'd let up. Truth be told, didn't really expect anyone to take an interest.
What's this about?
Me sister's betrothed. He's disappeared. Folks say he done a runner. Sis claims she saw a beast carry him off.
Okay. I don't think he believes his sister.
Sensing you just don't believe your sister.
They had their ups, they had their downs. Neil's thoroughbred skirt chaser, and Brit's just not easy to be around.
Sounds like they're both as bad as each other.
Family's sacred. You willing to look into this?
Rewards too small. I'll also try and explore a bit more out of him over here.
Easy. Reward you posted's not enough.
Bring him home, and I'll spare no coin.
Need to hear something specific.
I do like how you can negotiate.
First,
I don't normally do it. I don't do that often.
Specific. What happened to Niels?
Okay. So a base rate between 249, which is what he's going to pay us, and 371. So let's try 320 and see him get annoyed. We did this before, went quite high, and they went yes straight away.
Well, now, dunno. Would you consider
there we go.
It a bit?
We'll go for 300. It's an extra 51 crowns. I think it's more than fair.
Well, now,
oh, he's still happy.
Would you consider dropping it?
I've already knocked off 20. Let's go 285.
Agreed.
There you go. Like I said, I don't normally negotiate job price. I just take the money.
I'll see what I can do.
But occasionally it's fun to see how much we can get out of them.
First off.
Britt and Niels had their favourite spot. Cliffs north of the village. Ever since he went missing, she's been...
So we've got to go and find the sister, see what she saw.
I'll go see her.
And then go from there. Okay, so where is she? A little way away from where we are, to be fair. Yeah, she's quite round the coast, actually, looking at that. I should just use the steps to get up rather than have to jump over things, to be fair. Looking at the direction it's taking, why was it taking us this way? I wasn't expecting us to take us this way, to be fair. Is that not a big bit of water? I suppose it's not. It's actually not as far as you think it is, I suppose. It's just across there. Looking at the map, it felt like it was a long way away, but actually it's not. Which needs what is due. Do you always negotiate, do you? Yeah, I did. I didn't negotiate, I don't think, at all in Velen. I did a few times in Novigrad if they were rich. And Skellige, I've done it a little bit more for definite. Might have to negotiate more, be a bit harder on the pricing.
Need to talk to you.
Okay,
Leave
will
me
she have any
be.
decent information? Where was he taken would be a bonus.
Did you see Nils die?
I saw a shadow, great wings, like a cloud passing over the sky. Then I heard him scream. Something grabbed him, lifted him up, then flew off towards the caves on the shore. But he was alive, screaming my name.
What do we know that flies?
I'll look into it. Ought to explore those caves Britt mentioned.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're heading above the village. Actually, quite a way away, to be fair. Further than I was expecting away. Okay, so we'll get Roach with us. We'll head that way and see what we find. Trying to think what it could be that flies. Offhand, I can't really think. There's a few things it could be but I just think it's not immediately. So things, the ones that fly over the water and the banshees, sirens. I don't think there's any of those. Mainly because we generally only find them over water, don't we?
Hey.
Hate riding a Roach in town because you've got to try and dodge everything. Come on, Roach, go. I would say Roach isn't the most coordinated either. That's the thing. Hoping I can get out this way. Can indeed. Though, like I say, we don't normally ride Roach anywhere because I like to see everything along the way. But this is a little bit out the way, so I don't know how much more there'll be other than whatever this creature is. But we're going to go and explore the caves and see what we find. I'm hoping it's an Ogroid, because obviously is it an Ogroid oil we've still got on our blade? I don't. If anyone knows how to take an oil off a blade so you stop wasting it, let me know. I've got a feeling you can't, and you just have to let it run out. Okay, there is actually a route up there. What is there? There's a building there. Let's head there first. Reason being, we might come across something interesting. Or something that can kill us. One of the two. But I always like checking out these ruins. Bandits, of course. I said something that can kill us. Got to be careful with blocking these guys, because some of these guys can stun. He wasn't, I just didn't block. Okay, we're going to break that shield. Or counter.
Not too late to surrender.
We completely dodged their fire there. He's down. There's still some more here. There's two left, I think. There's going to be treasure or something here, I think. He's got stuck in the wall. Come on, come out the stairs. Out of the stairs. This way. There you go. I didn't want him to get caught on the stairs, so we couldn't kill him. But there's still one more here. Where is he? I'll go to the mini map. There's still another one here. There he is. Okay, he's down. So there's a question mark here and a fast travel point. My guess is treasure? Potentially. We'll loot all the people first. Most of their stuff will be no good to us, but a few bits of food, which is always decent. We definitely made light work of them, didn't we? So up the stairs there is something here. Anything down the stairs? A little bag there. What's in there? Crow's eye. The kind of thing you keep in a bag like that. Square tail sword, black blood, and an enhanced saddle. Don't think the enhanced saddle's any good for us. I think we've got better already. Okay. What's in the box? Oh, Sidarian cavalry armor. Anything else? Diamond dust. I think that's everything. I'll have a look and see if any of it was any good to us. We've actually got a heavy mace that we can't use. We're not a high enough level. Work that one out. The other swords will be no good. They never are, to be fair. So the Darien cavalry armor is 17 below our current armor level. Or armor quality, whichever way you want to look at it. So no good to us. The shirts are already sold as well. So yeah, nothing major, I would have said. Obviously the crafting ingredients aren't too bad. But we killed some more bandits. I don't have an issue killing bandits. If we go to alchemy, crafting, Skytail sword we just picked up the thing for. We'll just have a quick look at what level that's required. Obviously we can forge it, it's better than what we're using. Once we find a blacksmith. Hopefully it's better than what we're using. I'm just having a quick check as well to see if there's anything else that's better than what we're using currently. Harpy. It's a lot better than ours. Mastercrafted silver sword again. In one level we could craft that and that would be a big silver sword increase. In fact, both of these two components are missing, but they're both good silver swords. If you've got the right blacksmith. So the Skeletal sword is... There it is, level 27. It's actually not too far away from where we are. We need a journeyman blacksmith for it. And we need 2 more levels on our current. And also we need dark steel ingots. I'm sure there's stuff we could break down, to be fair, that will give us that. But at least we cleared the bandits. That's the important thing. It's always nice to get rid of bandits wherever they are. As you came in there was a person on the ground. He was sitting on the ground on the right. Let's have a look. Do you mean it's not that guy? If you meant that guy there, he was already dead. I think he was already dead. I can't... There's no one else showing up. Oh, there! Oh! Oh, you mean him, don't you? Yeah, yeah, well spotted. I didn't even notice him there, to be fair. Yeah, well spotted. I'm guessing he was one of them. Didn't get much off him, axe head, but better than nothing. Yeah, very well spotted. Okay, we ride on. Things like that are why we stop though and have a look at some of these things. You just don't know what you're going to see, especially in ruins and things. So that's the old watchtower. So we follow the road. Put that away. Maybe the next thing you fight is a creature. So we head to the caves. I am looking forward to doing more story, to be fair. It's been a while. But we will be coming back. There's still so much more to see in Skellige. There's still loads in Velen and Novigrad, to be fair. Okay. I am going to want to come off Roach soon. I don't want to get too close whilst on Roach. Because he won't... Yeah, he won't want to be anywhere near anything that kills us. Right, we're going to explore the caves. The Witcher senses. There's a few things in here.
Stinks of carrion.
Ah.
Macrophages.
What oil have we got currently on? I think it's ogroid, isn't it? No, necrophages. That might be the perfect oil, to be fair, then, by the sounds of things. More drowners.
Not bad. Drowners couldn't possibly lift Nils into the air.
No, so it can't be drowners that did it. Are the drowners here along with something else, though? That's why you shouldn't always block. We are going to run out of charges with this oil pretty quickly, I think. Right, there's a few things to pick up here, though. Water.
Siren tracks.
Siren.
A very big siren.
I didn't think it would be a siren, to be fair, but by the sounds of it, it might be. Bread. More bread. More bread. A lot of noise coming from this cave. And they're all going underwater. Oh, drowners. I say drowners aren't difficult to kill. It's when you get overwhelmed.
Melusine, the mad and dangerous.
It's why when
lady
you get
of
lots
the
of food,
depths.
that's true.
Clearly used to be worshipped here.
Oh wow. So that used to be worshipped here. I like it when you find little things like that. Randomly that you weren't expecting. That's quite cool. I've already pressed it once, I'll just say it again.
The mad and dangerous lady of the depths. Clearly used to be worshipped here.
Lady of the Depths. Right, it's quite a big cave system.
Strange scale color. Not your everyday siren. Same scales as on the altar. Melusine cult didn't appear out of nowhere.
Oh, we got one.
The kitten has been living here for a while. Went into
Melusine.
hibernation.
Let's have a quick look at what they are. And I do like when things have got names. He just says, you know, you're in for trouble. Melusine was a beast so powerful some islanders worshipped her as a semi-divine being, the witch, however, harboured no such delusions. He knew she was an extremely powerful creature, but a creature all the same. This meant she could be killed. To do so, he would need the highest quality of bolts, a solid silver blade, and a steady hand. So, grape shot, hybrid oil. I want to put it on in a second. Igni sign, I'll go to everyday sign, and the yard sign as well. If it flies, the yard sign's really good for bringing them out of the air. But we do want to swap the oil to hybrid, I think. So we'll do that before we get into too much of it, difficulties, because I think at a certain point you can't put it on. So where's my hybrid oil? We might have a bit, we might be able to enhance it, but I haven't looked for a little while. Okay, there we go. Still so many charges, 40 charges. Okay, we've got 20. So we've got.
Ago, but it's awake now, and it's hungry.
It's hungry. So we've got bonuses, a 10% damage bonus, more bread. Kind of lost my bearings in the cave as well, which hasn't helped. What's this way? Is that the way we came in? Alchemist powder. It's not the way we came in. It's a dead end. Little things like that, they're the place where you generally find goodies, that's the thing. What's in this cave? May have been another way in, potentially. Anything here? Nothing's actually showing up. These are the kind of places you expect to find hidden chests and things, but yeah, there's nothing here by the looks of it. So that's a way out that way then. Was it a shortcut? I think we found a shortcut. And potentially a way out at the same time. What's this? Letter to Ingeborga Caleb's daughter. Sounds like I'm trying to say something really weird. And an Ursine crossbow. Need to have a look at that. Have a look at the letter first. My dearest Ingeborga. Arrived at Fort Tearsearch on summer's first day. He tarried there a while, draining more than one barrel of mead with the Jarl. Soon both are fast friends, and one day Jarl Torgeir summoned me and ordered me to sail to Speakeroo with him to show him where the sirens were the thickest. It's no exaggeration, my little mountain goat, to say I've never met a warrior like him in my life. His life as an eel and strong as a bear. When the sirens came at us, I hadn't even time to seize my axe, for he'd gutted them all. And his weapon? Why, I've never seen its like. A crossbow. It's so small he wields it with one hand. I know he has a sketch of it in his saddlebags, but I spied it when he was packing up. Once asleep, I'll try and sketch a copy to take to our smith at Ardskellig, so we can make others, so we can protect ourselves from the sirens, in case they return. Soon as dawn breaks, we're off. Sirens are swarming thicker and thicker. My hands are numb from so much sword swinging, my breast ragged, but thinking of you gives me strength. Nice. I want to have a look at that crossbow now. I don't think we've crafted a crossbow so far, to be fair. I would guess it comes under weapons. So normal blacksmith, potentially. Crossbow. Yeah, it's the first one we've ever been able to craft. Level 29. Must be upgraded. So when we're at level 29, we can craft this Witcher gear crossbow. And it must be upgraded to Grandmaster level to unlock bonuses. So this is one of the special weapons, like the armor pieces, the bear armor, the griffin armor. This is one of those that is handy and powerful, as it says there itself. We're a few levels too low. I need to remember we can craft this at some point. If we can craft it, our blacksmith sooner rather than later, I will do that so it's ready to use, to be honest. 210% attack power. That thing is incredible. And if you've got 3 pieces of Ursine armor to go along with this, you get more bonuses. So yeah, we need to craft that sooner rather than later. Can I... Okay, now I've pinned it. Hopefully that will remind me. I've never pinned anything before. But yeah, that was definitely worth finding, to be fair. Okay, I was hoping we wouldn't fall really far and we didn't. So this was the entrance, actually, where we came in. I've just jumped down accidentally. I don't know if there's anything further around there, because I missed the jump. I kind of want to know. But we'll head round to where I think we're meant to be going anyway. Yeah, this is where we're meant to go. Okay. So that's a barrel we can actually explode. It's going to explode. There we go. Blew a few of the drowners up. Obviously we've not seen the creature yet though. I think she might be outside. The creature might not be in here anymore. I don't think she's here anymore. I think she's gone.
Not bad.
Okay. Anything else here? I think she's left. Yeah, there's the exit. So I think she's gone. Let's just double check there's nothing else to pick up whilst we're here. These all explode, so I'm not worried about those. I don't know if I need to get back up to that ledge again. And just see if there was anything on the other side. There's nothing in these by the looks of it. I can't see where the ledge would have taken us either. Where are we going to find her? Oh, she's not too far away, to be fair. Let's go and get her. Let's go and get it done. I don't know where it would have brought us out. That's my only thinking. Okay. It's going to be around here somewhere. Is this the betrothed, I wonder?
Nils. Gotta be. Some monster dropped.
Have I got the signs on? I should have, yeah. Igni's my go-to, and Igni's good against them. When it's in the air, Ard brings it down. And Igni will do the same if we do the right damage. I can't hurt it if it's too low, though. Are you going to come here or what? I can't get you any down there. Oh, it's poisoned us. We got too close. Like it. Why is it dropping? Oh, okay. Wasn't close enough to do damage. The annoying thing is it keeps poisoning me, but isn't. I need it to come higher. Okay, that hurts it. I needed to get higher up though. I can't do any real damage close up because it's staying there. This is going to be the easiest fight in the world if it doesn't move. I don't think it's going to either. Poisoned again. No, it's bugging out for some reason. It's just going to stay in the side of the rock, isn't it? We've nearly killed it just by burning. It's not the most fun fight in the world. There we go, it's dead. Don't fall down there, I need proof. Oh, I'm going to go after the body, aren't I? That's annoying. How big's the drop? I don't know if I can slide down or not. Probably can to that. There it is. Oh, that's great. The body's there. Oh, it's put the trophy in a different place. But yeah, that getting bugged in the rock didn't really help. Kind of made for a rubbish fight, didn't it? By the end of it. I'm not a fan of when fights bug out like that because obviously you don't really gain anything from fighting it. Annoyingly. Don't need to. It's behind you. Yeah, I know. I dropped down and then realised I'd put it somewhere for me. Lock of lamia hair. We've got assassin's trousers. Echidna mutagen and the trophy as well that we can take back. We can collect a reward as well. I'm guessing the body we saw is the betrothed. And we went to examine it just as the creature appeared. Well, I think we can go back and have another check. But yeah, I jumped down thinking that was where I was meant to go. Okay. There's nothing we can do with the body. I wondered if they had a note on him or something. Right, there's nothing else up here I can see. Cave-wise, we had cleared it, but I want to see if there was anything past the point of where we got to before we fell or missed the jump. Essentially, I don't like missing something, especially when we got a decent crossbow diagram from it beforehand. So there's always a chance that actually it could have something good for us. What's that there? I just checked. Empty bottle. Anything else? So I think we're around this way. And then up over here. There may be nothing else up here, but I'd rather check and then know that we've at least double checked. So this is where we missed the jump and fell off. The exit's actually there. So even if you missed that, it's not at the end of the world. Although we didn't miss it. And there's nothing there. Yeah. So it's actually the way out. So that actually helped us massively, to be fair, because we made sure we didn't have to go around in circles. Yeah, hopefully we haven't missed anything. It's always possible we have, but hopefully we've managed to not miss anything. Right. What we need to check, we picked up a few things. So the trousers are better not wearing. Wow. So we can replace some assassin trousers with better. And we gain an increase to our vitality. Everything else stays the same. So that's a bonus there. Wow. Heavy mace. Wow. We can't use it. We're under level. But it's there. The other thing I wanted to check. Saddle, wasn't it? We gained a saddle. Here. So it's worse than our mastercrafted racing saddle that gives Roach more stamina, to be fair. Bonus gold. I haven't really changed any of these for ages on Roach, to be honest. You only have one trophy there, and I've never put it on, other than the first one. I've never changed it. I'm not overly that worried, to be fair. The only other thing that's not on there is the blinkers. So Roach doesn't panic. I always forget about the other stuff. Yeah, I think that was the only thing we need to check. Yeah. Okay. Let's ride back to the town and collect a reward, and then what are we? We've got 35 minutes. We are going to go and do Ugly Baby, move the main story on a little bit more. It'd be nice to go somewhere else, and nice to, especially if we get to Kaer Morhen tonight. It'd be quite cool. And we've been in Ard Skellige for a while, but that is every mission in Ard Skellige that is below the main story level done. The only thing that isn't is the one where we need to go and collect money from the fighters arena.
Faster.
That's the only one we haven't done. But everything else is above the level, or they're multiple location ones that we actually gained before coming here. I'm not overly worried about rushing to do them, to be fair. Obviously, we did lose one side mission because of the last stream where there was a big fight in the banquet hall, and a few people were killed, including someone who was meant to join us on a mission. We didn't do the mission before it happened, so we failed that one. I don't think we lost out massively, but you never really know the consequences.
Come on.
Until afterwards. Well, sometimes not even afterwards, to be fair. So the consequences there, we'll just have to see what happens. I don't think there's going to affect the story as such. We may have lost out some rewards potentially, and we don't even know what cave is meant to meet them now, because obviously it's completely gone.
Let's go.
Right, let's go and hand this in, and that'll be job done.
Master
He needs to tell his sister, obviously, her betrothed is no longer with us.
Found an old echidna in a cave on the shore. Tough beast, but I killed it.
So Brit spoke true?
It wasn't that tough when he likes licking rocks and not moving, to be fair.
In the cave.
I'll have to fetch it. Witcher, would ye mind telling Brit what happened to her betrothed?
Why should we tell her? You tell her. Why would I tell her?
You should talk to her. She'll need her brother's support.
Some random witcher telling what happened. That's not going to help, is it?
I don't get on too well with her. But you're right. I ought to do this. Feel like a damn fool now, not believing my own sis.
Thank you for joining us, Crazy Irishman. Much appreciated.
Hard work deserves payment.
I am loving Grid Legends, yes. There's still lots more to come yet from Grid Legends. But thank you for joining us, Crazy Irishman. Have a good evening, and I'm sure we'll speak to you soon. Thank you, Crazy Irishman. That is contract complete. Here Comes the Groom is done. So, because that is done, Ugly Baby is the next mission. Everything else is over the level of that, bar these ones which are multiple. I'm not too worried about those. Witcher contracts all over that, other than the Swamp Thing, which is collect money. The treasure hunts, we do need to do these sooner rather than later, to be fair. We definitely should try and do some of these. One's in Skellige. We might do so. We haven't done main story in ages, so we'll do main story, and then from there we will aim to do treasure hunts potentially or something. It won't be this evening, obviously. We'll be out of time, I think, before that. But yeah, we do need to be heading that way at some point. Get some of those done. Right, where's my nearest fast travel? I think it's up here. I don't think that's a blacksmith there. We do need to sell some gear as soon as we get a chance as well. Okay. Kaer Morhen it is indeed. So we need to go to the world map. We're back into Vellum first. We're actually not heading there immediately. We're back to good old Vellum. It feels like an age since we were last here, to be fair. It really does feel like an age. But we're back to Crow's Perch and the Red Castle.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Does feel like an age. That's for the last of that, though. So if you haven't seen the stream where we dealt with the ugly baby previously, it's quite a cool quest. We actually didn't get the best result. Oh, we're overburdened. Geralt's carrying too much items. You load yourself down with too much loot, you won't be able to run or sprint. How are you suddenly got overweight? That was complete. We had plenty. Oh, we've got space number 50 yet. It's just telling us because we've only got 50 left. We're about to sell a load of stuff, to be fair. So it won't matter so much. Because there's an armourer just here. Armourer blacksmith. Okay. We'll sell a load of gear anyways, what we plan to do. We want to make the... Oh, we've got the tools. So this is actually another quest we've done, and I'd completely forgotten about. It's a higher level quest than what we are currently, that we just happened upon. So we've got the tools.
Went to Undvik a while ago. Found these.
I forgot all about this quest.
Goose kick me. These look like the real thing.
Because they are. Look at the markings. Authentic. How did you get them?
Wasn't easy, so I'm home for a good price. Unimportant. What matters I've got them. We'll take them. It just
Long
matters
story.
we've got them.
Might tell it someday, but right now I need that armor.
Harman ep Grunican.
Lieutenant General of the 2nd Mounted Army.
Am I going to regret doing this now?
Welcome to our humble establishment. A true honor to host one of such renown. I've heard the General's a connoisseur and collector of armor.
This is true, and they call you a master of the craft.
All too kind, sir, truly.
I need a suit of armor, heavy, able to withstand piercing projectiles.
Piercing projectiles? Oh, bolts, you mean? That ain't easy. Needs a special alloy, tempering.
The new tools. We can do it. Stoke the fire, I'll ready the rest.
Bold, your worker. You allow her much.
You know how it is, General. Good help's hard to
Yeah,
come
that's not
by.
good.
We should go outside. There's business to discuss.
I was hoping to sell stuff to the guy. Yeah, we shouldn't have probably handed them in means we're now stuck.
Always the same.
We can't sell some of their gear.
Enough?
They treat me like I'm nobody. The menial labour. Truth is, the Nilfgaardian, the one Fergus is kissing up to, I'll have to craft his armour.
Oh, she's the
Yours
person
too,
who
for
can
that
craft.
matter.
Because obviously women,
what's Fergus do?
Nilfgaard,
Horseshoes,
treat
nails,
women
not much
completely
else he
differently.
can do, seeing as he cocks up simple bungs. But in the end, they call him Master. No one'd ever think I could be a skilled armourer, a human and a woman to boot. A dwarven blacksmith. Oh, that's another story.
I can completely understand why she's fed up though. Shouldn't allow it. Gotta say hard to believe. No, we shouldn't allow it.
If that's the case, stand your ground. Don't let him treat you like this.
I won't. Not anymore. He can craft the Nilfgaardian's armour himself. I'll make another suit, and we'll see which one's better. I need but one thing I can't get on my own. Would you help me?
Depends what it is.
To finish the armour, I'll need to harden it, quench it in a bath. Oil's what we usually use, but I want to use
I'm hoping we've
acid.
already got some.
Kikimors and Archgriffins spit acid.
Archgriffins? Draconic griffins, you mean? Baron's men came by a few days back, said they'd seen one north of Crow's Perch. It had killed some folk out there.
I don't think we've already got the acid, to be fair.
Bound to be a notice posted for the Griffin anyway. Could kill two beasts with one
Although
stone.
we have defeated a Griffin.
Fine.
In
See what I
Velen.
can do.
I'm pretty sure it was in
Bring
Velen.
me the acid, and I'll prove I'm better than Fergus. And I'll craft armour for you, lots of it. The kind no other armourer can.
So, Master Armourer's Quest. I'm just going to put it on just so we can see what level it is. Level 24. So it's higher than the actual story level. So we'll ignore it at the minute. But it's because we handed in the weapons. But we will get onto it in due course. We want to stick with the main story for the time being. I also want to sell stuff.
Armour to finish. We'll talk later.
Ah, he's not going to allow us to sell anything now, is he?
Sorry, no
No,
time to chat.
we can't sell anything to either of them. There is a merchant here, but I've got a feeling I can't actually sell any of the heavy weighted stuff here. Maybe I'll sell a bit though. Let's see what we can sell.
what you
Just so
got.
we're not burdened down at the moment. We've got a lot of gear. We need to get rid of some of it for weight purposes. We can sell actually in the vast majority. He hasn't got much money. That's not the end of the world. If anything, we just want to lower our weight. We did check price between a merchant, a blacksmith, and an armourer. And there's only 2 or 3 crowns per item generally in it, so I'm not overly fussed. As I say, it's more the weight that I'm trying to get rid of. I would have liked to fix my gear while I was there, well, to be fair, but see that Barnard breastplate is 13.11. That's what a lot of our weight is things like that. They can go. And I wanted one who was there to actually craft the crossbow for when we're high enough level for it. But obviously we can't. Oh, he's got a Gwent card. Decoy. We already have it. Okay, I'm not overly worried then. With Guardian armor. Okay, cool. We've got some weight back. That's better than nothing.
See ya.
Right, let's focus on the main story quest. We'll quickly grab the notice board while we're here. It may locate some more locations and may add missions. There we go. Griffin in the Highlands. So that's the Griffin that we need to get the acid from anyway. So we've also got that as a separate thing. But yeah, so that's a contract now there.
Pox on a lot of you.
So we do need to do that at some point. Okay, let's head inside. And talk to the Baron's Sergeant that we want to take Uma. What we'll also do whilst here is actually clear our inventory of the name stuff that I keep in our box. Because I'm sad and like to keep Witcher gear and refuse to sell it. That's the thing. Okay, so you can normally tell we're looking. So Dave Wen, have we got another one? And if so, what level is it? Brown handle, spurs out. See one there. Level 19. Okay, so that's that silver sword in our inventory is for selling. Have we got another one? I don't think we have got another divine. I'm pretty sure we haven't. I think that's the first one we found. Yeah, we haven't. And then Daystar, green handle. No Daystar. Death from above. We're going to put this in there as well. Everything else we will sell as soon as we get a chance to. And we don't normally leave anything in here that's too high a level, I don't think. I don't know if we put stuff in what order it's in, to be fair. I can sort items by rarity. Yeah, I don't think nothing's on the top what we've got, so I'm not overly worried. They're saying that they're going down in damage until we're there. Yeah, we're all good. A lot of the stuff in here is just name stuff that I don't like getting rid of, all Witcher gear that I have a fascination with keeping. Right, let's go and speak to the sergeant. We've got 20 minutes of tonight's stream left. I want to see if we can get at least a little bit of this done. Head to Kaer Morhen would be the aim. Right, here's the sergeant.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take him. I am in charge now, so...
Don't think we're asking for permission.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end. An abrupt and premature end.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you.
There we go.
Both.
Thank you kindly.
Uma is in the stables by the sounds of it. Yeah, I was hoping to craft a crossbow so I don't forget about it. It is pinned. But even so, I was hoping I had to craft it and then we know it's there ready to use. But we had to wait because the armour and the blacksmith won't talk to us anymore. Because we handed them the tools. Shouldn't have done that so soon, I think. Right. Where is the groom? Stable master?
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
They actually want him back. Oh, hang on. Out my way, find some other diversion.
No. Not about to bring him back. Open the door. Now.
I didn't even notice when he was saying quest failed following the thread. Have I? Okay, I don't know what just failed. I need to check that out. This is always the thing with this. You can fail missions if you haven't done them at certain points when things happen. And following the thread, we've failed.
This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on.
I'm annoyed I failed a mission. I don't like failing missions. We've tried to do everything. I think that was one of the ones that had multiple locations. To be fair. So maybe I should have done it sooner. Ema's going for the rat.
What the? Quit playing around. Let's go.
Okay. Well, as soon as we get a chance, I want to see what we failed. But we are heading to Kaer Morhen for the first time, the home of the witches. Or we should be, but something's chasing us down.
We got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Tsushima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
I don't know if that's because we failed the mission or not. I don't really know at this point. About to find out.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Bangli.
Oh, that's always going to happen at this point in the story. There's always that possibility.
Imperial Majesty. Our spies report that the garrison at Bangleen consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Look who it is.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
How are you all? He bowed before we had an option to make a choice, so we'll follow suit for the time being.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Obviously, witches are non-political; they don't involve themselves in things like that. But
man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
and into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iakis. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps.
We did very
I
little.
give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Okay, we just received 4,000 crowns. That's half the reward. I don't intend to bring her here, so be it. I don't want to bring her there. It's Ciri, but I don't think we have much choice. I don't intend to bring her here. I'm edging towards don't intend to bring her here, to be fair. I'm going for it.
Count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well. Do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
Could have been worse. Yeah, I want to know what we was meant to do next. Follow the thread that we missed out on.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the Dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it. Unlike some others, I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt?
Not particularly.
We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
So we've seen this in the past, but we haven't seen it in the present. A week later, and we're just making our way to Kaer Morhen. Quite a long way away, but it sounds like it's a week later from where we were. That's a wyvern, I think.
Oh, there, Roach.
Imagine if Ciri is really trapped in that body.
Forktail's this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Something's changed at Kaer Morhen then for them not to be more focused on things like that. By the sounds of it.
Quite a while.
Look who it is. Vesemir.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Yen's here already?
And how?
To be fair, it's a silly question. She teleported.
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
She threw the bed off the balcony. That's quite cool.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Ah, now I see.
That's why she threw it out.
Well, Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She must have reasons.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Okay. There's a few things to do here. In fact, there's 3. Help Yennefer fix the megascope, talk to Lambert about journeying in the circle of elements, and find Eskel and help him hunt the forktail. Before that, though, we need to see what mission we lost. So these are all the things we've got to do. These 3 here that are to do with the same mission. Failed, though. We haven't failed many. Following the thread. So we failed this, but everything's ticked. Talk to Lambert, defeat the guardsman. We did all that. Talk to the supervisor. So I'm sure we've done all this, but it did say we have failed. What did we fail on? Ah, we didn't go to Pharaoh to look for Hammond. Because Lambert's already here. That was the mission we looked at the start and said, oh, we may go and do that. It's multiple locations. Because we didn't. We missed out on that. And obviously I don't know what that meant in terms of we missed out. We've done everything else with Lambert. Completely didn't go and do that, and we should have done. But then this is the risk. By playing naturally and trying to do things in different orders, you do miss things. Gaming, good evening, how are you? So let's do that one first. What have we got? We've only got about 5 minutes, haven't we? See if we can get it done. How far are we going to go for this one? Maybe not too far. This is Kaer Morhen at least. Let's go and see if we can do this whilst here. We've got a fast travel point as well now. I'm not too bad, thank you, Gaming. Not too bad. Thanks for liking, that was much appreciated. Your exams start Monday. How do you feel?
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else is left to keep recently.
Do you feel like you're prepared, or do you feel like you need more time? How are you feeling about them? Okay. While we're actually here, let's have a quick look on the map for Kaer Morhen. It's not massive, but I'm sure there's stuff we can find out and about if we wanted to. It's not as big as some of the other locations, admittedly. Okay, we've got hoof prints here. Well, to gather the ingredients as you pass them, to be fair. I don't know how far away this is going to be, to be honest. I may be better off with Roach, but I'm not sure. Better than nervous throwing the maths exam. Oh, there's no question marks, is there not? Ah, okay, that's good to know. Saves me spending time exploring. Well, if that's the only one you're nervous about, that's not a bad thing. It means that, you know, some nerves are good at the end of the day. Okay, Drax is still here. I think there's also something else nearby. I picked the ingredients up. There we go. That's a wolf, isn't it, by the sounds of it? Okay, tracks go this way. But I'm just seeing if the wolf's coming towards us. I don't think it is. Oh, there's a chest here. Golden Oriole manuscript. Couple of decent things there. As it's abandoned and broken down, it's not steered. Let's have a quick look what we just picked up. The Maribor sword, no good to us. I think that was what we just picked up. The Tor Hearn, not as good as what we're using, unfortunately. So you're slowly coming up to the end of the... Really? Can't wait to get him out of the way. How long do you... How is that one of the first exams or one of the later ones? It doesn't feel like we're near the end of the game. We've got no inner quest still to do as well. That are below our... That are above our current level. And main story level. But yeah, it doesn't feel like we're coming towards an end. Okay. Still going up. Still trying to follow the hoof print.
That's his horse. What's its name? Footprints. And hoof Beautiful animal. A goat. Interesting.
Scorpion's the name of the horse.
Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Do exam stuff on. Yeah, what I meant was, when's your mass one? How long do you need to wait before you do it? Is it one of the first ones out of the way, or do you need to wait a little while, do you think? Right, there's wolves here. I may have to deal with the wolves.
Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Okay, we need a sample of the scent of the goat. Where is the scent of the goat? Oh, the tree, there we go.
Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh,
for 70 hour game. Oh wow, okay. I still thought there was, like I say, there's lots of quests still to do. So we're nowhere near finished, to be fair. There's 2 mass papers on a Wednesday, on one next Tuesday. Oh, so the Tuesday one's a little way away. Yeah, so calculator, non-calculator. So the same as what we had, to be fair, when I was at school. Doesn't seem to have changed that much in that regard, to be fair.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
The nose knows. We are running out of time, but I want to try and get this done first if we can.
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
But yeah, I'm having to wait till the Tuesday one's a little bit of a while, isn't it? Especially if you're nervous about it.
Witchers as well.
But no, I hope you do well, gaming. I hope you get the grades that you want out from it. That's the main thing.
In the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82.
It was been that nervous the mass one.
And sharp as ever, in spite of your.
All you can do is revise enough, though, and hope, and hope the questions come up that you know, and take your time. I think the big thing in maths is always read the question more than once. Make sure you show you're working out, as that scores extra marks as well.
Yen's keeping you pretty busy, huh?
You're just happy to pass. Well, that's the important thing, then.
Orders with just 1 foot out of the teleport. I tried to get a word in edgewise, to which she said,
"One should not interrupt a lady."
Exactly. Times like these, I'm glad this ugly mug of mine keeps the women away.
Looks aren't everything. Certainly not to all women.
You're
right.
right.
Over. I'm never getting off the PS5.
Don't have much to brag about in that domain.
I take it you're going to sixth form in the summer. Or after summer.
Incoming.
I don't even know if it's called sixth form anymore. Right, that's the fork tail that we're trying to defeat.
Take to bed its nest.
Big bastard!
We can handle this.
Bit of fire on it, it definitely does no harm.
You're slow. Damn it! It's taking off. Hit the wings.
Can't hit it. I need to change to the yard sign. Chasing after it. I think I've left Lambert for dust, to be fair.
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse.
I've got to follow the blood
Purebred
trail.
kid,
Bleeding heavily.
from an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further. The old hen she cackled.
You've got to invitations into a sixth form in July.
The old hen
Oh,
she
okay.
cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Yeah, so when I was at school,
Very gracefully.
I never I didn't have to stay in
Broke its wing, I think.
education past 16. You had a choice. Now it's compulsory, isn't it? Right, I think we found its lair. We're gonna have to extend the stream
Looks like.
Good.
a little
Means
bit
it's
because
done
we want
for
to
you.
do this before we
Gotta make
finish.
a
So
stand.
we'll go inside the lair. Hopefully, take this down, and then we'll try and get this done before we finish. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're not getting up there, are we? So we go round. I thought we was going round. Maybe we're not. Maybe we can climb up there then. Oh, we can climb up. I didn't see that. I thought it was too high up for us to climb, but it's not. There it is. Forgot I changed it to hard sign. Bit of fire does wonders. And there we go. The Fork Tower is a new bestiary entry, and we've defeated it.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here.
As long as you study, you
Cut
should
into
be. Oh
its
yeah,
back,
absolutely.
Just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
We trust her.
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And
You
they
hate
say
this far on
people
Death Eye,
don't make
really?
Mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
I suppose on Death March you need to be using bombs and ores quite a lot, don't you?
Something about Yen bothering you?
To make your life a little bit
Come
easier.
on, grow a pair. Give it to me straight.
You grow a pair and admit she tricked you more than a few times.
That was then. Yen's changed.
Right. Fine, never mind.
We were 8 levels, well, no, 7 levels higher than it though as well, which makes a difference. So we've got the spinal fluid. Okay, we can return to Kaer Morhen now.
Yes, Wolf?
Okay, is there anything else in here to look at or grab? Enhanced Woven Gauntlets, nice. Obviously we need the basic ones first. Anything else here? Doesn't look like there is actually. Definitely always worth looking around though in case there's any decent gear to pick up. We are out of time. Now we're beating, what we'll do is we'll get to a point we can save. Because I wanted to make sure we defeated it before we did anything else, that's the thing. This was just one of the 3 missions we needed to do at Kaer Morhen. So there are more as well still to do.
Hey, what do you say to a little
You have to be
race?
dodging or striking at the
Maybe
right
see who's
moment. It's all that
faster,
time. Oh,
not your
okay.
Scorpion.
I would have thought oils and stuff would have made life easy. But that makes sense though as well.
Not really a
Alright, a quick race
because
first.
I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
So we're just going to try and win the race before we finish.
First to Kaer Morhen wins.
We're racing him to Kaer Morhen.
Come on.
Gave him a bit of a lead. I wasn't galloping to start with, and probably should have done. Although we've overtaken him now. Keep an eye on that stamina though. Stamina's actually staying up quite well. I think the saddles have obviously made a difference. We have got a racing saddle. I think does make a difference, to be fair. A bit of a lead. We're doing okay. I'm not a fan of these. These are when I normally mess up and don't really manage to do these things correctly. But I think we're doing okay. We are nearly out of stamina though, which will be an issue. So, don't be out of stamina. I don't want to pip us on the line. Come on. Oh, I think we just did it. We ran out of stamina at the wrong time there. We just managed to hold on and win it though. I think the racing saddle did help.
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept
sliding. He did shout at us and said, slow down, you'll break your neck, which is, you wouldn't expect them to say.
You're a fucking
Thanks for the like, fellows, much appreciated.
But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
What's the prize?
Come on, not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call
I was being nice, I'm still hoping he gives us something.
Done deal.
Okay. I shouldn't have been nice then. Okay, so that is one of the 3 quests we need to do for the main story done. There's still 2 more. Lambert, we were talking about journeying to the Circle of Elements. Help Yennefer fix the Megascope. We've leveled up to level 26 as well. We have got skill points to spend, but we're holding off until we get the next slot open, which we may have just done, to be fair. So, let's quickly check. Nothing new there, was there? I'm pretty sure. No. Character-wise, though, so we've opened up another slot down here. So this is now when we need to decide really what we're going to spend some of our points on as well. Mutagens as well. I need to double check. We may have stronger mutagens now. We haven't used yet. 2 more slots, 2 more levels will unlock that. That's a 5% attack power. That's not what I wanted to do. That's the wrong button press. Because we gain mutagens like this, the cockatrice, forktail, only 5%. We may even be able to mix some of these and make stronger mutagens, to be honest, as well. That's the other thing. I haven't looked to see if we can. Our attack power is now decent level, but yeah, we've got to decide what we're going to put here. The lightning reflex already on. We aren't really using until we get an armor, one of these specific types of armor. That's when it's be better to. Thank you, gaming. Much appreciated you joining us. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll speak soon. We haven't bothered doing anything in alchemy, to be fair. We could do signs if we wanted to, sustain glyphs, or we could change to fire stream for Igni. Personally, I like Igni the way it works now, the melt armor. Fire stream is just an alternative sign mode. It's a stream of fire. The Igni intensity would be good to do, to be fair, as well. I'm not going to make decisions tonight. I don't really know where we want to be putting our points. We've got 8 to spend, and I don't really have anything I want to spend them on currently. So that's something we've got to look at and decide what we're going to do. What strength training was? Okay. So that is it for this evening. We are out of time. We will continue next Saturday evening with the Ugly Baby missions for the main story. I'm a little bit annoyed we failed a mission, to be fair. Because we went to a different location. But we've finally made it to Kaer Morhen. It's taken us a while, admittedly. But it's quite nice to make sure we clear everything else as well. But that is a job done. Let's get a good save in as well before we finish. Thank you, Zeno, and thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated, Zeno. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. We are back Monday morning as we continue The Last of Us. The vote about whether to do the second game straight away afterwards, I haven't actually looked at the result, to be fair, so I don't know currently what the result is. Let's have a look, because I should really look at it, to be honest. I've already planned next week as we would anyway. So the schedule for next week is out tomorrow afternoon with the live stream post in the evening. So currently the vote is 86% to move straight to Last of Us Part 2 once we finish, because I don't know how long it is, but if we finish before the end of the week, obviously we need to know what we're moving straight on to. So by the looks of it, we're moving on to The Last of Us Part 2 once we finish Part 1. And then we'll move on to that, and then we'll have another vote for what's after that as well. Later on in the year, we need to make a decision about Mirage and Spider-Man 2, as there's only a week. They're only a week apart in terms of release date. That's something we do need to talk about closer to the time. I think we may have to focus on one over the other by the looks of things, but we shall see closer to the time. But that is it for tonight. We are done. We made it to Kaer Morhen finally, and yeah, we're still searching for Ciri. Obviously, we're hoping she's in the Ugly Baby. That would solve a few issues at the very least. Thank you all for joining us. Much appreciated, everyone. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Zeno, I'd said it once, but I'll say it again. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. So we're back Monday morning. Until then, have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.